Hi everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to hop back into Argus today, and we are getting ready to repair the files that Tim found on the dark web, and we're going to find out, if he got any useful information to figure out about Argus. So went ahead and hacked it, and let's see, what do we get here? Okay, so it looks like an MP3 file. Let's listen to it.
Ongoing interrogation of suspect Michael Bates.
Hello, this is Detective Strasser. The suspect, Michael
Strasser.
Bates, and, for training purposes, Detective Victoria Stern. You continue to deny having committed the murders in connection with the dating platform Love Radar. Is that correct?
Holy fuck. How many times do I have to tell you? I had nothing to do with these murders. It wasn't me.
With these murders? So there were more?
It's these damn voices. They tell me who to choose.
Who you're supposed to choose? That means they've already chosen victims? In the Eyes Open Messenger, I presume?
Eyes open. That's exactly what it was called. I just did everything the voices told me to do. I couldn't help myself.
For the record, these voices ordered you to kill 9 people?
I fucking do what I'm told. What am I supposed to do? These are the voices of God. And who am I? Who am I to go against his will?
Do you hear that, Vic? God told him to do it. Oh, I need a coffee now. Then we'll continue.
The time is 9:37 a.m. Interrogation will be interrupted and resumed in 10 minutes.
Okay, so it worked. I knew you'd make it. Okay, so he's claiming he was doing what the voices told him. Something. There was a different app. It wasn't Love Radar. It was called Eyes Wide Open, I believe. So I'll listen to it. Hang on. This piece of info changes everything. Do you know what I'm talking about? He really heard voices. He killed 9 people. He looked for victims in the Eyes Open Messenger. Well, that's what stood out to me. It's a completely different messenger. Ding dong. You probably could have solved Dr. Crow's riddles too. I did. This means that our side case, Love Radar, has direct connection to Argus, because Eyes Open is the messenger to conjure up Argus. Don't you find it satisfying when pieces of a puzzle come together? Yes, I know what you mean. Not really. Yes, I do. I'm excited. However, we urgently need more details. Look, this was in the same folder as the encrypted audio. Okay, it says structured questioning of suspect and witnesses in criminal investigation proceedings. The questions are based on the cognitive interview, the picture card method, and research results. You'll find additional scientific information on the last card. You must adapt the instructions and questions to your specific, probably circumstances, something to participate in your area. Cards 2627. Exhibit 416, recording 315, interrogation, subject Michael Bates. Exhibit 318, recording of witness interview with Nico Robin, business partner of Michael Bates. Contact ID is 443298. Oh, that's probably going to be somebody we're going to get in touch with. Okay, what about it? Who's Nico Robin? I'm a bit confused right now. Oh, who's Nico? That's what I'm going to find out. That's our next important lead. We don't know if this contact ID is still up to date, or whether he wants to talk to us at all. But I'll try. I'll be in touch later. Okay, so Jason's online. Amy's online. Azrael, Selena, and Fonzie must have been here. We found footprints. Thanks so much again. Now we just have to find them in time. Wait, I'll start a group call, then we can update Azrael properly. Okay.
It's getting darker and darker here. I'm so worried about them.
Can you see it, Amy? Open your eyes, Amy.
Oh god, Amy, how can that be? That was your voice.
That's weird. What the hell was that? How is that possible? Are you sure that was Amy's voice? I mean, it kind of sounded like her. I've got goosebumps right now. That must be Argus. He's playing with us. What are we going to do? Jason, you have to calm Amy down. Get out of there as quickly as possible. I don't know either. You guys need to get out of there. What the fuck is happening here? Azrael, I'm scared. I'm starting a group call. Please record in case something happens. It's pretty dark.
Oh God, do you hear that whispering? Something's wrong here.
Well, they found their stupid friends. Don't tell me you've been messing with me. Selena, Fonzie? What does that mean? Hello? Come on, answer. This isn't funny. They've taken the mickey out of me, Azrael. It was all a fake. How can they be so evil? I'm getting out of here. Oh, wow. Like, was Jason in on it, too? Okay, so Fonzie's online. Selena's online. I don't understand why she's so upset. It was funny. Are you guys out of your minds? That was way out of line. You really just made it all up. Jason, did you know about this? Oh, yeah, did he know? Yes, I planned it with Celia and Fonzie. This time we really outdid ourselves. Why the hell would you do that to somebody? Oh man, Amy ran away. Have we gone too far? I'm not at all comfortable with her walking home alone through the forest, because Argus might hunt her down. The story is so lame. I'm just worried. I don't want anything to happen to her. Nonsense. Why Amy? Why did you do this to her of all people? What was your goal with this prank? What did I have to do with all this? Are you starting to worry now? Yeah, like, why did you do this to Amy after what happened to her sister? Because she's annoying the whole school with Argus. Zelena. It's true. Argus here, Argus there. Everyone is sick of it. We really put something big together. The damaged phone, the fake video. Then we secretly followed Amy and Jason through the woods. We made sure there were creepy shadows and noises. But the highlight was, of course, the positioned phone that Amy called with her own voice. I still think it's so inappropriate. I admit it was quite some plan you came up with. I mean, it's seriously inappropriate. And I don't think Argus is going to find it too funny you're making fun of him. And you can dislike me all you want, Selena. I don't care. Spoil sport. Let's go home now, please. I feel a bit unwell. Yes, ma'am. Maybe we'll hear from you again, Azrael. Not if I can help it. Okay, so Tim's back. I was successful. I was able to reach Nico. Would have thought he was older, but he's about my age. Well done. Does age matter? Has he said anything yet? You know what's funny is on the list, I'm going to show you something really quick. It's actually something that I noticed. I didn't mean to click on that. Let me X out of this. It's the, actually it's in Sarah's stuff, so it would be in the profile. It's the dating. If I can click on it. I was looking through when I had to go back and replay the first episode because of the issue that I had when I was recording the second one. I was looking through the scratched out names, and I thought it was kind of funny because there's a Leon at the bottom. I'm not sure what the one above Leon is. It might be Mark. The one above Lewis is Samuel, which I thought was funny because, you know, there was a Samuel in the orphanage. There was the Leon in the orphanage. But above that, I noticed that there was a Nico. And at first I thought, well, maybe that's like a joke and it's Nicholas. Because you could call somebody named Nicholas Nico if you wanted to. And then the top one says Eric. But now that the name Nico is coming up, I'm wondering if that could be him. It looks like a completely different number for the person. But it just kind of made me think about that. If it's just a coincidence or if it actually has something to do with Sarah. Okay, so well done. Thanks. I wanted to open a group chat with him. Okay, so EO Messenger. Thanks for your help, Nico. Okay, I know the group name is not as creative as Professor Fontaine's, but I'm starting to run out of ideas. I'll add Nico. Hey, Nico, this is Azrael. Oh, we're getting a phone call.
Hey, Tim told me you are journalists who work on cold cases. I didn't really want to talk about this anymore, but I will tell you the nitty-gritty. About 7 years ago, I met Michael at a party. He told me that the future belonged to us young programmers, and the only thing missing was a great idea. He had tons of ideas. His best one was an anonymous messenger that gives every user privacy and security. It would also open everyone's eyes, hence the name Eyes Open. Well, he was really good with words. He wrapped me around his little finger and I...
Thanks, Azrael. Maybe it'll be easier for me to write the rest. Our messenger ran brilliantly for the first few weeks. Thousands of new users signed up. We even won prizes. Then the murder happened, then the second and the third. All victims had one thing in common. They were on their way to a date with someone they had met through Eyes Open. The press was all over us. Is your app the tool of a serial killer? How do they intend to guarantee user safety? Normally, Michael would take over such conversations, but he was behaving strangely. Okay, so strange. How? Why didn't you answer these questions? But these aren't fair questions. Well, I mean, how is he acting strange? Our messenger is not the tool of a murderer. It's the instrument of God. Okay. Interesting. Those were his words. That was the moment I started to suspect him. A little later, I was no longer the only one. Michael was questioned by the police, but they lacked conclusive evidence. The press nicknamed the killer Mindbender, since he could bend and manipulate the minds of his victims as he pleased. Wait a minute, I'll send you one of these psycho videos. Okay.
You are longing for enlightenment. I can give it to you. Let me into your thoughts.
Weird. It has that marked out eye like Argus. Like Darth Vader on drugs. This mask is so spooky. This guy is insane. Like Darth Vader on drugs. It fit in with Michael's behavior. Wait, I'll tell you what happened next. Okay.
I simply couldn't leave eyes open online without having a guilty conscience. I didn't want any more people to get hurt, so I took the app offline. Michael wasn't happy. He said I was standing in the way of enlightenment and God's will. Our partnership ended after that, of course. Unfortunately, he still owned a part of my code and somehow managed to get a follow-up app and running. That app is called Love Radar. Somehow, it's still very popular despite all the murders. The murders don't stop. There have also been deaths in Love Radar. Michael somehow gathered a cult of followers around him. They follow him like he was a saint. I had no more doubts. I called the police, and they found clues in his apartment that linked him to the murders in the eyes open. Michael confessed to the murders and said that the voice ordered him to commit them. However, he denies the murders in Love Radar to this day. He said that Love Radar's code was cursed by an unholy presence. These murders were not the work of God.
Interesting. So even he felt that Michael had a cult of followers. Okay, so that guy was a total psychopath. If it wasn't for you, he'd probably still be at large, say nothing. Do you believe he didn't commit the murders on Love Radar? What do you mean he had followers? Okay, so let's ask that. What do you mean he had followers? It wasn't extreme as a cult or something like that, but pretty close, I'd say. Okay, I get it. Thanks for everything, Nico. Azrael and I will process all this information. Sure. It felt good talking about it again. Get in touch if you need anything else. Okay, so let's take a look at Nico. I hadn't looked at his profile yet. If it'll let me. Maybe he doesn't have one. There we go. Okay, trust starts with truth and ends with truth. Oh, all dressed up there. He's kind of nice looking. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, so let's get back to our chat with Tim. Okay, so we have a lot to digest now, but I think Nico's a good guy. What do you think? I don't really like him. He seems nice. Can't really tell yet. I mean, he seems nice. Doesn't mean he is. Right? Now to the most important question. There's no doubt in my mind Michael committed the murders connected to Eyes Open. He's the mind bender, the freak from this video. But what about the murders connected to Love Radar? Was it him and he just doesn't want to admit it? Or is there another killer who is hiding in Michael's shadow? Or maybe a presence? A cursed code and voices whispering from another world. What does your gut tell you? This mindbender was also on Love Radar. It has to be something supernatural. Maybe both. The Love Radar murders were committed by someone who is still unknown to us. Yeah, I don't think he's doing the Love Radar ones. I think it's somebody else. So I'm going to go with that as my answer. I'll download Love Radar now. I'm taken, but a closer look at this app won't hurt. Please continue to keep your eyes open too. We don't want any more victims. Talk to you later. Oh, Basti. Hi, Ezreal. How's it going? Hi, Basti. Are you still alive? Wave. Hi, Basti. Hey, he's my favorite out of all of them, I think. Better not be Argus. Okay, we got a video.
Hey, sorry I had to leave so abruptly last time. I really enjoyed chatting with you. Especially our getting to know you game. By the way, it's actually your turn to ask questions now. So, of course, Noah, if you have the time and desire.
Ask me anything you like. Okay. You wanted it that way. If you insist, I have to get going another time. On a completely different note, have you ever heard of Argus? Do I want to bring up Argus? I really just want to talk to him. I feel like Argus ruins everything, because I did that with Noel, and he just, got off the phone, instantly. Let's go if you insist, with a winky face. Now I'm curious. Okay, what if you could suddenly speak a new language? What would it be? Your life was a movie. Which movie would you choose? You could be an animal. Which animal would you be and why? Let's go with movie. If your life was a movie, which movie would you choose? Wow. I'll go with Top Gun. I'll play Maverick, of course. It would be thrilling. Isn't he afraid of heights, though? Why would he want to get in a jet? Bring on the next question. Okay, what if... Why do I feel like Argus is going to change what we're saying to him? You'd be an ice cream flavor. Which one would you be? You could take 1 year off work. And then it looks... I don't know if there's supposed to be a bottom one or not. Let's go with you could take 1 year off of work. Easy. I'd pack my bags and go on a trip around the world immediately. Get a job here and there. That would be the dream. Okay, next question. Is this fun? Or this is fun. This is fun. Like he's asking me a question. This is fun. Do you think this is fun? Okay. What if? Have you actually heard about the murder of a student? I don't know if I want to ask him this stuff. I'm gonna keep on with the love radar stuff. We're gonna go with what if you woke up in a zombie apocalypse. If you could invent one thing, we would never meet. Okay, I want to go with apocalypse. Zombie apocalypse. Seriously? Well, I'd move into a bunker with my loved ones. Stock up on food, water, first aid kits, etc. The idea is pretty freaky. Azrael, unfortunately, I have to interrupt again. I still have a bit of work to do. But I look forward to our next catch-up. Till then, take care, okay? I look forward to that too. You too, thanks. Peace. Oh, Betty's online. Danou's online. We're on our way back now. Lily and Ben are online. Lily, why didn't you wait for us outside the station? I'm sorry, but I don't want to see anyone right now. I couldn't talk about Alicia's death again. Okay, Enrico's online. I'm so sorry about Alicia. You shouldn't be alone now. Is there anything we can do for you? Alicia didn't deserve this. She was such a great person. You really shouldn't be alone right now. I think it'd be best for somebody to be with her. Give me time. It hurts so much, as if my heart and my whole life have been shattered forever. It's like it's all just a terrible dream that I just can't wake up from. Why Alicia of all people? I swear, I'm always there for you, Lily. We all are. But what am I going to do without Alicia? She was my sister, my life. I loved her so much. Now she's gone forever. Okay, Alicia wouldn't have wanted you to lose yourself. You're not alone. Sad face. Okay, you're not alone. We'll find out what happened. But please don't break down. Alicia would have wanted us to stick together. I know. I have to pull myself together. I'm going to find out who did this to my sister. And they'll pay for it. So have you abandoned your Argus theory? Betty, I appreciate your rational nature, but Lily just lost her sister. Yes, it looks like it. Say nothing. I mean, like, really. Like, now's not the time to really bring that up, in my opinion. And we lost a good friend. I'm sorry, I didn't want to be disrespectful. It's okay. We finally have to find out what's being played here. After what we had to experience with Lewis, I really doubted my sanity and almost accepted the fact that Argus exists. But it wasn't a deity who killed Alicia. It was a human being. A serial killer Alicia came too close to. Why couldn't it have been Argus? What if her death has nothing to do with the current case? So you think that Alicia and Sarah's killer are the same person? Oh, let's go with that one. Anything else would surprise me. Me too. That would be too many coincidences. I'm convinced that Argus is real and that there's also a killer on the loose. We must have made Argus aware of us. But there's also someone who is blaming their murders on Argus. There could be a connection between the creature and the perpetrator. It's time to find out who wanted Mary, Lewis, and Alicia to die. And whether they also killed Sarah or whether it was Argus after all. Alicia could also have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, there was another message sent, but it didn't come through. What about the profile that lured Alicia into the trap? So many questions. Did the police find any clues at the crime scene? Let's go with that one. I mean, I doubt they really told him much, but they didn't tell us anything about that. We didn't notice anything. But thanks to us, the police now have a few extra jobs. They now know that we visited Mary's sister and went to Luis's apartment, and that Danou pretended to be an inspector for the pathologist, which the inspector didn't like at all. We were warned and now suspects. But apart from that, we got off relatively lightly. If you guys say so. We didn't even ask how you're doing, Azrael. Are there any news? It should be. Is there any news? I didn't sit idly by, if that's what you mean. Oh yes, I had a lot happen. I don't know if it helps, but I mean, yeah, we had a lot happen. I mean, I was busy. I was busy where they were gone. Math nerds. A group with Amy? What does the BTL guy want? And what is EO? I suggest we read the chat histories and chat again soon. Okay, thumbs up from Ben. But before that, a massive thank you to you, Azrael, for supporting us. Oh, you're so welcome. We don't take it for granted. Yes, and sorry again for my behavior at the start. Ditto. Thanks, Azrael. Okay, that's nice of you. I wish I could have prevented that. I'll do everything I can to help you. Okay. You know, we're trying to be strong right now to mask our grief. Her death is a shock for all of us, a terrible pain. But we'll have to grieve later. I just wanted you to know that. Okay, so Amy's getting back in touch with us. Azrael. Amy, are you okay? Where are you? I'm so sorry for what Jason, Selena, and Fonzie have done. There you are, finally. Okay, so let's ask her if she's okay. And where she is. I'm on my way home now. I'm sorry if you were worried. I just had to get out of there. How could they do this to me after everything I've been through? There's no excuse for what they've done. They didn't mean any harm. You should tell their teachers and parents what they did. I mean, there's really no excuse for what they did. I never want to hear from them again. I was scared to death in that forest and was humiliated. Oh, this is my stop. I've got to get off. And thanks again for everything you've done for me. Talk soon. I felt really bad for her. You know, what they did to her was not, you know, it wasn't funny in any way, shape, or form. Oh, Danou's getting in touch. Ezreal. I need your help. Okay, what is it about? Anytime? Okay, what's it about? I mean, I'm still a little leery about you, Dan. I'm sick about Alicia. We grew up together, went through so much together. We were best friends, and for her, it was even a bit more than that. Damn it, I can't go back into this bar. Too many people there. I just want to go home. Are you nuts? That's too dangerous. Are you sure Argus could still be around? I totally understand. Okay, so let's ask him if he's sure. No, I'm not sure. That's why I'm texting. I've been standing outside my apartment door for a few minutes. I'm afraid of what might await me inside. This maybe sounds ridiculous. Maybe we can start a video call in case something happens to me. Wouldn't you rather be with people? Why me? Of course I'm happy to do it. How can I help? How can I help you if something happens? I mean, yeah, I'll talk to you if it makes you feel better. Thanks, you're the best.
Thanks for staying with me.
Dang, man. What kind of lock is that?
Don't be a wimp, Danou.
Yeah, don't be a wimp, Danou. I mean, he's probably not even in there anymore.
Please stay with me for a second.
Did you shut your door?
Okay, coast is clear.
Why you shut your door, man? I knew this wasn't a good idea. Danou, what's going on? OMG, what happened? All good. Sorry. I got a huge fright. I can tell. The door must have shut by a gust of wind. I think I need a hot shower now. Dude, you're braver than me. I don't think I'd be getting in the shower right now. Holy shit. Acolus minus amavantius nuc pertentit. That's Latin. You better get out of there. Scary. What does it say? Is that blood? Dude, you need to get out of there. I mean, how many times do I have to say this to you people? Get out of there. No, I'm done running away. I wouldn't be safer anywhere else anyway. Whoever or whatever left the message, they're gone. Hang on, Lily's calling. Let's keep the bloody message between us, not a word to the others. If you insist, you should tell them, say nothing. I mean, dude, you should tell them. Oh, he's offline. Isn't gonna listen to me anyway. Okay, now Enrico's messaging us. Hi, Ezreal. I just talked to Lily. She plays the strong one, but you can tell how broken she's inside. All of us are. I don't even want to imagine what it's like to lose a sister. I'm so sad about Alicia, too. Say nothing. Oh, yeah, I'm sad about Alicia. She asked me not to write about Alicia in the group for the time being. It's too much for her. She wants to stay strong to find the killer. Or stop Argus. I no longer know what is real and what is not. Uh-oh. Argus messaged us that before. Nobody stopped me. Nobody can stop me. I am older than everything on this planet. I saw civilizations collapse. Creepy. Hikaru. Guys, I just got some absolutely scary news. You too, with lots of signs and sick threats? Same. Same here. So bizarre. Me too. It gave me the creeps. I got the same text. It's the police. It's the same profile that texted me before. Give me the creeps too. I wish I'd believed you from the start. The whole group must have gotten the text. Unfortunately, this still doesn't help us to determine whether we're dealing with a serial killer or Argus. Or both. I got the chat too. But for me, this only confirms the murderer is running out of steam. They try to stop us from investigating by any means necessary. Speaking of which, shortly before I received the chat, I got news about a ticker alert. We don't need any more bad news. What is it this time? Say nothing. Okay, so what's it this time? It's about a radio interview that was broadcast a few minutes ago.
We interrupt our music program for an urgent news flash. According to information received from the police, there have been 2 additional deaths in our community within the last 2 hours. We recently reported on the murder of Mary Key. Now the body of another person has been found. The second victim was Louis Porter, who had recently gained public attention due to his generous fundraising endeavors for the orphanage Ulrich that had garnered significant media coverage. All 3 homicides could potentially be connected to the so-called August murders that have occurred. We will connect with the responsible pathologist, Dr. Laurie Bennett, for a brief interview. Hello, Dr. Bennett. Good day. Can you tell us anything about the deaths yet?
As you can imagine, I have to exercise caution for investigative reasons. Especially the information regarding our second murder victim is confidential. What I can say, however, is that Louis Porter was killed with a high dose of propofol, an injectable anesthetic. While a colleague of mine is responsible for the autopsy, I was temporarily brought in because of the urgency. All indicates outside interference.
Are there any indications or hints about the person responsible for the act?
Again, we have to withhold some information at this time. However, yes, at the crime scene of Mr. Porter's apartment, in addition to the DNA of 2 witnesses, another foreign DNA was found. This, as I was just informed, has been identified a few minutes ago. However, at this point in time, I cannot and should not say more.
Bennett, we appreciate your time and the information you provided.
Interesting. Okay, so who's the third victim? They found DNA at the crime scene. Louis was poisoned? Definitely Ben's and mine. You must be the two witnesses Bennett mentioned. The third DNA could come from the murderer. If only we could get into that. If only we could get that info. I might be able to hack it. You can try it again with your police costume. Funny. We would have to have access to Bennett's emails for that. Her email can be found on the police website. Really? pathologyibennett@pd.com. Or lbennett, my bad. But that won't help us without a password. I have a hacking tool. It might work with that. Okay. All right, everyone. When we come back, we're going to be hacking Lori Bennett's police computer to get the information that we need to help us solve what's going on. Figure out. Because I think there was another witness, or not a witness, a victim, a third victim that was brought up. So, hopefully that'll lead us for more information on that. Let me know down in the comments down below, what you think's going on. It's been brought to my attention before that it's probably a cult, and it also seems like a cult, especially with that one message that we had seen there with Tim, with the guy in the weird mask and the red out eye. And he seems to be kind of like a mastermind behind it that was leading people to murder others on a dating app, which we happen to be on. So please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.